What is up, guys? This is Mateo's 2020 Politics here, and today I wanted to do an election prediction of the most popular Republican commentator, Ben Shapiro, and the most popular Democratic commentator, Kyle Kulinski. So I've been watching both lately, and they both have, at least Kyle Kulinski has talked about debating Shapiro, and they both seem to be opposite. They both seem to be representing each side respectively. Um, but Shapiro is the voice for the Republicans. Kulinski is the voice for those progressive Democrats. So they're really kind of arch enemies. If that make any sense. But Shapiro is pretty overrated actually. If any of you saw that BBC interview, he got hammered because what he does is that he claims something in a speech, but he doesn't back it up. So when he goes and he's interviewed on a news network, he does a terrible job. I mean, first of all, he's in favor of the Alabama abortion law, so on the surface he's fine, but that's gonna hurt him very badly if he runs for president. This is a joke prediction, by the way. He also kept saying that the journalist on the BBC network is a lefty when that guy is a complete right wing person. He denies global warming, and he kept trying to take control of the freaking interview on BBC because he realized that he couldn't answer certain questions. I mean, he also said the 2012 Obama address was fascist. I don't get how Obama speaking has anything to do with Adolf Hitler trying to kill Jews, but okay. You see what I mean? When you really get down to the inside of who he really is, he's not an actual genius. While Kyle Kulinski is not as well known, but he definitely is. Because when you watch his channel, he will rant on for at least 10 minutes on something and absolutely destroy the living hell out of it. Like, he makes sense. When he speaks about something, he will uh, um, he will absolutely destroy the topic. So I'll give you the link to his channel down below. I'm not gonna give you the link to Shapiro because I'm pretty sure all of you already know who he is, and I'm only trying to lower him and raise Kulinski because I'm trying to show you that this prediction is you can't just basically say Shapiro will easily win anything. I'm trying to show you that it's gonna be harder than you actually think. Um, um, hmm. This is mainly it for now. Well, actually, yeah, the main. But then we're also going to do some safe Republican states for Ben Shapiro. What Kyle Kulinski mainly talks about is kind of like he hates out of touch 90s Democrats. So he mainly talks about the enemies within the Democratic Party, but he also is extremely grassroots in his ideas. So yeah. Um, I do believe Kyle Kulinski. He's from New York. I think that given an appeal, that could that could give him an appeal, but it could also he's also pretty strong progressive. So that could help him in the rest of the Northeast. Um, I'm just gonna call it now. I'm gonna give him the Rust Belt, and that would definitely favor him for the election results, the official thing, because of how grassroots he speaks. He talks about people sitting on their ass and getting millions of dollars a month, while there are people who are working extremely hard and work for dozens of hours a week. And he says that that's wrong. He's very Bernie Sanders-y style. Shapiro mainly tries to debunk things. Um, so yeah, I think I don't think Kulinski could really appeal to minorities. But huh. It's difficult to decide between Nevada and Colorado. Um, so I'll have to make them battlegrounds as well as the rest of the state's battlegrounds. Um, hmm. For now, Kulinski is in the lead, but I'm just gonna give the South to Ben Shapiro since it just generally leans more Republican. So that's probably why. Um, I'm gonna give Ohio to Kyle Kulinski of Secular Talk. Like, you know, because of how working class he is. He's even more working class than Bernie Sanders, and probably as even more than AOC as well. Um, by the way, for those that say AOC couldn't win an election if she ran in 2020, she could because she's basically just like Bernie Sanders, except two more benefits: Latino and younger. So, I mean, yeah, I think that since the law in Alabama's, it's Georgia actually. It's either in Alabama or Georgia. I keep forgetting which one. It would make Shapiro very unpopular in the South. I'll give Virginia to Kyle Kulinski, which would make him win the election. Um, I mean, I do also believe that he could carry Colorado and Nevada because he generally just leans towards the Democrats more. Um, I also think that he could. I don't really consider Iowa part of the Rust Belt in the sense of how it's working class. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to decide because I don't really know if you'll have those Iowan appeals, but I'm gonna give it to him just because I think he could generally unite the party that is there. Because I think he mainly does have white appeals. I think that Shapiro could probably keep Arizona though, since Kyle Kulinski doesn't really talk much about the immigration issues. But I think that Florida could go either way. But I'll give that to Kyle Kulinski of Secular Talk, mainly because of how badly it could debunk the Republicans, and he could really flip that state. I'm not sure exactly where Ben Shapiro is from though, but I'm still thinking about Florida. It's still a pretty hard um choice. Hold on. Yeah, I do definitely see it still going to yeah, I still say going to Kyle Kulinski. I think they could generally unite the party there more. Not, I mean, if we were to take a more conservative bias approach, I think that Ben Shapiro could probably lose it. But I mean, the thing is that Ben Shapiro's facts are actually always wrong whenever he says them. So I mean, I don't know. It's a pretty hard choice. I think I'm gonna actually give it to Ben Shapiro though. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Kyle Kulinski wins. Ben Shapiro loses. The two big debaters. And bye. By the way, I'd love to see them debate.